Ayo. Thank you and welcome to another production from Joy Road Audio. I am the creator, producer, and writer of this series, as well as Enterprise 1701. W. Shabazz, also the voice of James T. Kirk on that show. Just want to appreciate y'all for rocking with us, listening to our productions, and hopefully you enjoy this brand new series coming straight from us to y'all. Appreciate it and show some support.
I better get some rest. Can't even recall how long I've been at it. Home unit, any calls for me?
Your daughter left a message that she was waiting on her admission results with the rest of the students.
What? Why didn't you put her through?
She knew you were busy preparing a meal for your guest this evening and requested that I simply convey the message.
Can't honestly scold her for being considerate, now can I?
I suppose not, sir. I can finish preparations from here on in. You are correct. You should relax, sir.
I guess I'll take my own suggestion then. Do be careful when putting the finishing touches on that roast, won't you, home unit?
I will take the utmost care, sir. I have memorized the recipe you laid out this morning to the most accurate details calculable for taste.
The beast is from Boparten. Sharwen recently did a short trip there during her exams. She figured it would be a wonderful meal for getting to see her Uncle Theta after all these eons.
I dare say, I'm sure by the expressions you've cycled through since the roast started cooking, that Miss Sharwen was correct, as she tends to often be.
Yes, she does, doesn't she? I hope she gets her results before her uncle arrives. All the more we'll have to celebrate.
I sense a hint of nerves in your vocal pattern, sir.
Of course you do, home unit. My only child might be accepted into the Academy's Graduate Studies program. She's taking her first steps towards becoming a Time Lord.
I would suspect a modicum of pride in having a hand in raising her would be required under the circumstances. Wouldn't it, sir?
I guess it would be, home unit. I suppose it would. If there is one thing I am of Charwin, it is immensely proud.
The afternoon report is about to begin emanating. Would you like to view it in the front leisure area, sir?
Sure. It'll give me a moment to collect myself while I wait on our guest. I do hope he'll be able to find the place okay.
Welcome, Gallifreyans, to another edition of the Capital Update. We are pleased to inform you that history will be made tomorrow at the Citadel. History that will change our world and entire way of life going forward.
That is correct. We have been informed just a few moments prior to this broadcast that the esteemed High Council of Gallifrey has chosen a new science inquisitor to join their ranks.
It is a monumental occasion that will follow on the heels of today's admissions report for the Academy's Graduate Studies program. Needless to say, the future of Gallifrey is being crafted right before our very eyes.
It has been nearly 2 centuries since a new member rose to the High Council, and they have narrowed their choices down between 2 of the most decorated Time Lords to walk the halls of the Academy.
The field has been cropped down to former members of the esteemed Deca, who graduated to the rank of Time Lords just 4,000 years prior to tomorrow's decision.
Needless to say, we'll be keeping an update from here. In other news from the capital, a new transport model is set to be released by...
Are you excited about the upcoming council selection, sir?
I couldn't be more thrilled. I can't say they both don't deserve it. Although I'll be the first to admit, I never imagined Theta Sigma of all Gallifreyans being up for a council appointment.
Do you believe he'll surprise you in any other ways once he arrives?
I would expect so, home unit. It tends to be in his nature. if I recall the Theat I once knew.
Please be advised, all transports to the capital for tomorrow's ceremony have been filled. Independent transport services are available for hire around the station.
Well, that's what I get for not just letting the council assign me an escort. Now I'm stranded in the sticks. Now, if Drax is still as sharp with a map as I recall, that service ship should have dropped me in the middle of his village.
Oh, you!
Who? Me?
Yeah, you, man. You're the only guy I see standing around looking goofy, ain't ya?
I guess so.
Oh, you're from the capital, ain't ya?
What gave me away?
You're the only guy with a map in your hand wandering around this place. Plus, I've seen dozens of you capital working time lords come through here since I started working this route. None of you ever know how to manage outside your big buildings.
Well, I don't know about that. I think I'd have managed all right. But I am running quite late, so how's about you get me where I need to go?
Where you headed then, Gramps?
Ramps? Right about here. Visiting an old friend while I still have the free time.
Alright, I can get you there. Ship's this way. Just toss your luggage in the back there while I get her geared up. So, what brings a big shot like yourself out here to the boonies? Visiting a long-lost love? Trying to escape all the fuss over tomorrow?
A little bit of the second one. If you hadn't called me out, who knows how long I'd have been walking around all day.
Yeah, we've been getting more and more you intellectual types the last couple days. Guess the Citadel giving them folks time off for the announcement.
Well, it's a once-in-millennia experience. A new member joining the High Council. Some Gallifreyans must want to watch the moment with their loved ones.
Oh, what are you planning on doing while you're here?
I'm just here for the night. I'm actually going to be taking the last commercial ship back this evening.
What the hell you doing taking commercial transportation anyway? I thought all you Citadel and Academy folks had personal transport to whisk you all around and whatnot.
Come on now. Where's the adventure in that?
So, how do you like it? Working in the capital, at the Citadel.
I like it just fine. I'd just like it to be more. Whatever that's supposed to mean, I guess.
Is it as rigid as me pops always led me to believe? Stiff as hell with security tighter than the apocalypse vault is what he always used to say to me.
Are those the rumors these days? You know, when I was at the Academy, we took an excursion to the Apocalypse Vault.
Get the hell out of here, man! Good thing we're pulling up your stuff.
I appreciate the ride. If I ever decide to opt for a little detour like this again, I'll be sure to look you up.
Oh, cool, I appreciate the tip. Here's me card. Tell your buddies in the capital about me. I'll give them a discount.
I guess Dax has done alright for himself. It's a damn shame I couldn't have chose the quiet life. Huh. Maybe one day. What a garden this man has got. Who knew he had the interest?
Once Sharwen started studying, I had to kill the time out here somehow.
How have you been, old buddy?
Far more excited than I should be at my age. Please, come in. Don't stand there gawking at the floral patterns.
Is it just you wandering around this great big thing by yourself these days? Sorry about my work boots. Didn't have a chance to change before I hopped on my commercial ship.
What in Omega's name are you doing hopping a commercial ship?
Whoa, trust me. My pilot overgave me an earful of whatever you're about to unload.
Oh dear. I see you're still flying by the seat of your pants then.
Rarely do I get the chance to, actually. I'm always stuffed in my broom closet of an office, way up there in the infinity floor of the Citadel.
Well, at the very least, it's not just me here, technically.
You've got yourself an HA unit? Boy, must have really gotten restless, huh? What do you have on tap for the occasion, Drax?
Well, I've got some Denteri wine chilling.
Yeah, keep a couple of those coming, home unit. Much appreciated. Are we waiting on Sharwen to eat? You both must be a couple of nervous wrecks. I'm sure you probably haven't had anything all day.
Can you blame me? My only daughter putting herself through that process. You know how it was in our day.
Yeah, I do. And I hope this Danteri wine is as good as I recall. It'll help with your nerves a bit.
It was just a slog for me to get accepted in the academy.
And twice as rough for both of us to stick around. But don't let our troubles weigh down your confidence in Sharwen.
I try not to. The garden helps, lets my mind worry away. But enough about us. Don't tell me your nerves aren't getting to you about the appointment.
I can't say that they are, but I am feeling sort of lost, I guess.
Lost? What do you mean?
I've been at the Citadel for so long, ever since we graduated even. And sometimes I feel like I'm wasting away walking back and forth through those halls.
Work not as fulfilling as you hoped it would be?
You know, that's putting it as lightly as you can. I don't know, I just feel like I've been checking off boxes as I go along. Graduate with honors, serve at the Citadel.
I have to say that now, looking at you after all these centuries, I couldn't quite understand why you chose the path you did. I guess to me, serving under the High Council never quite suited you.
I just don't think the space I need to breathe will be found sitting next to Razalon on the council. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder what kind of change I could be in that position.
Maybe the kind where people with backgrounds like myself won't be looked down upon when they apply for Time Lord.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe being around Olistra for centuries will harden me into being another stiff bureaucrat.
I can't argue with your cynicism, but I can see your point in running at all.
Out of everyone in our class, I just didn't expect for me and Delta Phi to be standing in front of the High Council about to change the universe. Hell, you can't tell me that after sophomore year, you and Io didn't have the best inside track to the Citadel position.
Youth can lead the hearts to places we never imagined. I can't speak for Io, but I think after a while I knew all the bureaucracy just wasn't a fit for me.
Gosh, it's getting to the point I can barely remember Io's last face. You heard a peep out of Iota since we graduated?
No, not a whisper. I did happen to run into Lambert just outside the Great Matrix. They seem to be enjoying their newfound freedom.
Enjoyment? Wow. I can't remember the last time I experienced it.
Sounds to me like if you're selected, you might make history by declining.
Nah. Well, I don't know. Who's to say Gallifrey wouldn't be better off with Boparten at Olistra's side?
Oh, well, it would be an interesting sight to say the least.
Interesting might not be the operative word I was thinking of, but it would be something, that's for sure.
I assume you two don't cross paths too much despite working in the same building.
You'd assume correct. Though I wouldn't say it's due to any curtness on my part. Dell is just the type to keep to himself, immersed in his research. He has little time or interest in anyone else.
Not the worst attributes to have in a science inquisitor.
Not at all. And it's a hell of a lot better than whatever they see in me.
Excuse me, there's no reason to sell yourself short when you've come this far, alright? And I've never seen you be short for confidence in all the millennia I've walked upon Gallifrey.
There's a first time for everything, old friend.
Well, let's both try to toss aside our worries and enjoy this long overdue reunion.
Sounds like a grand idea to me.
I am terribly sorry to interrupt, but I believe a transport from the Academy has just arrived.
It looks like she's a little early. Charwin, what are you doing here so soon? We didn't expect you for another couple of hours.
After the day I've had, I couldn't see any reason to linger around the Academy.
Oh. What's happened?
They denied me entrance into the graduate program.
They did what? I can't believe how ridiculous a decision like that was even come to.
Hi, Uncle Farhat. Sorry to be the rain on this whole parade.
You're not raining on anything here. Do you have your test scores on you by chance?
Read them yourself. Copy of my results came with the rejection letter. Those old birds on the board didn't even have the dignity to tell me to my face.
Oh, wow. Your pops has been modest when talking you up, I see. Your exam scores are remarkable. Even better than his when he applied. Drax, take a look at these.
Sharwen, your performance was outstanding. What reason did they have for rejecting you?
Check the last couple of pages. It's signed by all 11 members of the board to boot.
They said my references lacked the required weight someone with my aspirations should have.
Oh boy, that's the kind of arrogance I'm not surprised the Academy Board is still bandying about.
They said my family doesn't have the accolades to make up the difference. I can only reapply if I have a sponsor.
Oh, I can't believe this. What kind of a mess has that place become?
Same mess as it was when we applied, Drax. The very same.
Oh, I won't stand for this. I'll secure a meeting with a council member myself if I have to.
You can't make a big deal out of this, Dad. I'll just have to find a standing Time Lord with a high enough rank that won't mind sponsoring me.
Sharwen, I can't help but feel their decision is retribution for my own time studying there. I hate feeling powerless as they try to take away what you've worked for.
Uncle Theta, you're up for the appointment. You wouldn't mind being my sponsor, would you?
Of course I wouldn't. But even with me being up for a council position, I'm one of the very last people you want sponsoring you in front of the Academy Board. If they've got a problem with your dad after all of this, I can promise you they've got no love for me. In fact, I'd say tomorrow's ceremony will only breed more contempt.
You two must have been something else while at the Academy.
We just didn't color inside the lines. And a lot of the Time Lords that built our society,
They didn't much care for anything too outside the box.
but we aren't going to let this stop you from gaining rank. I know who would be a perfect sponsor for you.
What? Really? You'd be willing to ask him?
Why not? As much as he can be a bit, much, Sharwen's scores speak for themselves. I'm sure he'd have no problem putting his name up for her.
Who are you both talking about? I swear 5 minutes with you both is like being around an old betrothed couple.
Just an old college buddy of ours. Let's say we get our grub on, and I can head back a little early to talk to him.
Are you sure about this, Thayet? I'm sure his demeanour hasn't become any less prickly over the decades.
As far as I know, it hasn't. But if there's one thing you can count on Boparten to be, it's elitist. Even he can't ignore what the board is. She belongs in the grad program. She deserves to be called a Time Lord. Maybe even more than me and you ever did.
Thank you, Uncle Thayet. You have no idea how much of a weight this lifts off of me.
No need to thank me at all. I'm just trying to correct a wrong.
Delta Fees Notes, page 546. Time fluctuations are evident within the sustained vortex. Increasing the density of the vortex and will monitor its progress to see if it maintains. Vortisaur appearances have been scarce since the initiation of the vortex. Flocks have been no bigger than a half a dozen. Increased velocity has made the vortex far too unstable for the creatures to spend much time. Creating another vortex of pure chronal energy within the same space should... Magel, open main entrance.
Well, leave it to you to be conducting research on the eve of the biggest day of our lives.
Your life, perhaps? This is just a stepping stone in my story. A footnote.
Don't let Razalon hear you talking like that.
If the day is so monumentous, why are you slothing around my lab instead of doing what you do best?
I actually need your help. Quite badly, too.
You're too busy to laze about because you need a favour. Now, this I'm all ears for.
I see you're busy, and in one of your more foul moods, so I'll try to be brief.
Please do.
The Academy Board has refused graduate study admittance to one of the finest students Gallifrey has ever seen. Here, take a look at her submission transcripts for yourself.
Sharwen Zeta Tau. You're right. She's exceptional. In most places, of course.
Please tell me I'm misinterpreting what I think you mean by most places.
I'm sorry to disappoint you. I assume you came here on behalf of our old classmate, hoping to enlist me in helping to right this so-called wrong.
She needs a sponsor who has enough recognition with the board. I figured, despite whatever you still think of Drax, or even myself, Charwin's abilities would be more than enough to sway you. Yes, even you.
I bet you gave that same impassioned speech to the both of them. I can't lie. I wish I could be there when you tell them I must decline.
Maybe I'm a wee bit too simple-minded for your reasoning here, but why exactly must you decline?
You're right. You are too simple-minded. Always with your head in the clouds. I think it's an absolute farce that they'd want to trot you up there across from me tomorrow for this selection. But someone One, the council must have a soft spot for shiftless layabouts with no ambition.
Alright, Boparten, you've made yourself crystal, and you should know better than tossing around your snide remarks in my direction. It isn't going to budge me one way or the other.
You're right again. I should know better. Just like you should have known, I was the one who advised the board against Sharwen's admission.
You did what?
Be pragmatic for once in your existence, Theta. Gallifrey has long been too lenient with the bloodlines they allow to apply for Time Lord. Your buddy is clear evidence of that alone. What exactly do you find so amusing?
You. All these years. All that you have accomplished and are on the cusp of accomplishing, and you still can't get over not being the popular one?
I don't much care for what you're implying.
Oh, save the bluster for tomorrow. You'll need it. I can't help but wonder if the council thinks it's a good idea to have someone so petty sitting alongside them. Hello there.
Hello.
Not to be a harsh critic, as I can tell you're very talented, but do you suppose you could play anything a little bit livelier? Something with a little bit of a kick to it, by chance?
I'm terribly sorry, sir. I was told by my superiors that I had to keep to the assigned set list.
That's understandable. I'm sorry to bother you. You know, a friend of mine is usually the player posted in this area. I wonder where they've moved her.
Actually, sir, if I can be a bit candid.
Oh, please do. Don't let the badge fool you. I am not as stodgy as the rest of them.
Well, you see, the usual harpist assigned to this area was demoted.
What? But why? She loved this position.
From what little I was told amongst our contingent, Council was cracking down and the Recreational Committee were not very fond of her going outside the set list at her leisure.
Oh, all this garbage about a set list. It's art. We're at one of the most beautiful places on this great big rock of ours. Why shouldn't she play what her heart feels?
My apologies, sir, but I must return to my set. I do need this position and they have attendance watching the park.
Oh, yes, of course. Don't let me be the reason you lose your job. But it's starting to be past the time I had a word with the people pushing that sort of edict.
Yes, home unit? What is it?
I hate to interrupt your evening after such a trying day, but you have a call coming in from Offworld.
Thank you for your consideration, HU. Go ahead and patch it through to my view screen.
Right away, young master.
I've been sitting by the transceiver all day waiting for you. Why haven't you called? Too busy celebrating, huh?
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Oh no. Sharwen. No. They couldn't possibly.
They did. I'm not cut for graduate studies based on the board's criteria.
That is just stupidity. Like, that doesn't change every decade anyway.
It's fine. I had a feeling in the back of my head this might happen. I just wish I was better prepared for it.
Because you are not meant to be helping your father plant bizarre plants in your yard. You are meant to be a Time Lord.
If I was, they wouldn't be doing everything they can to make sure I don't become one. It's been my dream for as long as I could have dreams to discover what it truly means to be a Time Lord. To learn the secrets to what shaped our way of life. Only to find out because of the blood in my veins, I don't make the cut.
The lies and whims of a bunch of old bigots are not the experts on what makes you worthy to be a Time Lord, Sharwen. Have they given you a chance to find a sponsor?
Yeah, they did.
And?
I asked my Uncle Theta while he was visiting. But even with him being up for council placement, he didn't think it was the right choice. So he decided to ask one of him and my dad's old classmates.
And? What happened?
Apparently nothing. And I'm not quite sure what to do with my life anymore. I've been wondering ever since Uncle Thea called with the news about how my dad decided to leave the capital.
What about it, exactly?
I mean, he had my dream in his hands. And he walked away from it. I can't help but wonder what could have made him have that strength. Or maybe it was never his dream in the first place.
Have you thought about asking him?
I have. I think. Maybe I've been thinking about it long before today, actually. But I'm not sure I can.
But why not?
I think I'm afraid of the answer and how it will affect me.
Are you and your dad planning on traveling to the capital for the ceremony tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we are. We'd both like to be there to support Uncle Theta. Rain or shine, regardless of the outcome.
I can't tell you how badly I wish you were out here with us.
You don't have to, I know. Trust me, the ache I feel is the same. Don't spend your evening trying to cheer me up. I'm sure you have work to get back to.
Do me a favor before I go then.
Sure. Anything.
Don't let this tear you down. Keep your head up, no matter what.
All right. I heard you the first 40 times. So, what can I help you heavily armed gentlemen with at this ridiculous hour? If this is about me asking that poor, defeated harpist to play something a little less drab, I promise you.
Time Lord Theta Sigma, Class Deca.
Yeah, that's me. I mean, surely you knew that since you're at my door.
Your presence has been requested at the Citadel by Cardinal Olistra.
Okay. Will she not be at the ceremony? Because that's hours from now, and I was just sleeping off about a gallon of Dorgathon ale that I've been aging since I graduated.
Cardinal Olistra demands your presence now.
Alright, golly. Will you at least let me put on something decent?
Quickly, we will be traveling via temporal window.
Are they already using those things in the field? Always in such a rush for being masters of time. Alright then, lead the way. I am not walking through those things first.
Let's go.
So, they've roused you from wherever you were laying around.
Considering this concerns both of us, why wouldn't they?
You may enter the council chamber.
After you, of course.
Theta Sigma, Delta Phi, both of the Decker Time Lord class. The Council thanks you for your presence.
I'm sure I can speak for my colleague as well when I say we are honoured to be welcomed in your chambers.
Yep, exactly what he said. In fact, it goes double for me.
You have both been considered for the position on the High Council, each for different reasons that each cardinal seated before you have taken into heavy consideration.
With that being said, we have come to a conclusive decision. We have brought you both here in order to inform you, so that we may announce the appointment planet-wide this afternoon.
And, after heavy deliberation, Theta Sigma, we have decided not to elect you for the role of Science Inquisitor.
Delta Phi's resourceful mind is more in line with what we see the future of Gallifrey as.
Esteemed members of the Council, I am humbled. I accept this appointment with the highest of honours.
Can't say I didn't see that coming.
Fate, my good friend, please give my best to Sharwen and her father.
Yeah, I'll do just that.
Come in.
How are you feeling?
I'm alright. Just turned off the big announcement.
I was wondering if you were watching along as well.
Has Uncle Fayette called?
I'm afraid not. Knowing him as well as I'd like to think I do, I can imagine he's seeking solitude about now.
I can understand that. I barely want to walk out of this room right about now myself.
Like you, he's always found it as a cure to whatever is ailing him at the moment. But, in my opinion, it's the wrong kind of medicine. For him and for you.
What do you mean, Dad?
Sometimes, during great emotional upheaval within oneself, we all need a shoulder to lean on. Your Uncle Fayette has always resisted this notion. Same as you've been doing since you got home. But not everyone can be prescribed the same remedy. Sometimes it's okay to lean on one another.
I think I'm going to try and track down Uncle Fayette. There's still a few shuttles headed for the capital soon if I leave quick enough.
I'm sure your company would do wonders right about now.
Anything beats sitting around here moping. I'm not going to let the Academy Board carve out my future for me. Dad, thank you. Not sure what kind of mess I'd be in if you weren't in my ear when I needed it.
Don't let me hold you up. Get to the station as quick as you can.
I'll be back soon. Don't wait up!
Hey, I know someone's back there. Come on now, lunch break is over. Please and thank you.
I'm sorry for the delay, sir. How can I be of service?
I'd like to see the Public Recreation Commissioner. Haul them out here. Then you can go back to whatever it was you were lousing about doing.
I apologize deeply, sir, but the commissioner isn't here at the moment.
What do you mean they aren't here? This is their post and the appointment ceremony ended hours ago. What are they doing, frolicking in the streets?
My superior informed me that they will be attending the unveiling of the Government Transportation Communal's latest TARDIS model.
Yeah, great. My men your post week be bonding over more useless junk being pumped out by the Council's edicts.
I'm sorry, what was that just now, sir?
Never you mind what I'm mumbling to myself about. You contact your boss and let them know that Theta Sigma isn't leaving this building until I have a stern face-to-face chat.
And what should I tell them this is in regards to?
The reassignment of a certain harpist in my favorite park, as well as the restrictions set upon the public musicians. What kind of bland, conforming society are we turning into when we not only refuse to allow artists to express themselves, but punish them for doing so? What a joke.
I'll relay the message, sir, but if you could please remove yourself from the building, you're causing a scene.
There's no one else here. Half the country is in the town square.
Now, sir, I have agreed to relay your grievances to my superior.
Well, now, that's the thing. That's not what I asked you to do. I said to let them know I want to have more than a few words with them. The sooner, the better. And I told you why.
Sir, I would really prefer to not hail Capitol Security for someone with your distinguished background.
My background? What do you know about my background, bucko? I was learning the physics the universe was crafted on when you were still weaning in a temple cradle, you smart-mouthed. Sharwen, what are you doing at the Capitol?
A handful of people saw you talking to yourself as you hurried up the street. I could hear your voice from the path. Oh, Uncle, what are you doing?
I was trying to give the Public Recreation Commissioner several words about some very disturbing changes made, when this useless employee here dawdled around and gave a handful of excuses on why that couldn't happen.
Alright, that is enough. I am hailing security.
That won't be needed. We'll get him out of your hair. My apologies.
Don't apologize. What are we apologizing for? If anything, they should be.
Come on, Uncle. You can always come back tomorrow when the commissioner is here.
Please be sure that he doesn't. I'll have security on standby for him from here on out.
What did you say? Did you hear what they just said? If I was like most of these other so-called Time Lords,
Uncle, what has gotten into you?
I'm sorry. I guess you can say it's been a trying series of events. I don't think I've been quite right since you told me about the Academy's decision.
Look, I rented my own domestic shuttle for the night. Didn't feel like taking a commercial one all the way down here at this time of hour. Let's get you back to our place. Good glass of Danteri wine might do you some good.
Yeah, it might. I tell you, old friend, your daughter, my niece, probably saved me from a cell for the evening. Thankfully, she just dragged me out of the place before I became twice the nuisance I already was at the moment.
You've had a day with emotions on your mind I couldn't possibly fathom. Besides, that harpist had been playing there since before we were at the academy. I'd have stomped down there myself too.
Stop playing with me, Drax. Though I do appreciate you making me feel better. Your pops is the most level-headed man I have ever known, Sharwen. Icy cool, even under the most dire circumstances.
Is that so? I have a hard time seeing that with the way he frets about the kitchen with our home unit.
You should have seen him during one of our short field trip expeditions during our grad studies. We were studying a collapsing black hole when our Type 40 nearly got dragged in with it. If it wasn't for your dad's precise calculations, none of us would be here right now.
Not sure any of that was worth the earful we got when we returned to the academy.
Huh. I guess that was the start of it, wasn't it? What we've seen over the last day or so, what I've been ignoring while working at the Citadel all this time.
You did what any Time Lord in your rank and station would and should do. No less, and certainly a lot more. We can both attest to that.
He's right, Uncle.
That's the problem, though. And that's not an excuse. Somewhere along the way, I think I forgot what I became a Time Lord for. Looks like that fourth glass really got the better of him. Poor guy can't quite hold his beverage like he used to.
Give him the same break you owe yourself, Uncle Fayette.
Yeah, I owe myself a break, all right. The same break they refused to give you, a gifted student. You know, Sharwen, I don't know what kind of home we've grown up in all this time.
Funny. They would want me to be ashamed for agreeing with you. For understanding how you feel. I think maybe this is how my dad felt. Why he decided to chase after my mom instead.
He found his race to run, that's for sure. I thought I'd found mine. A part of me wonders if Boparten was right.
Right? Right about what?
Doesn't matter now, really. But I can't help but be sorry, Sharwen. So very sorry. I've been far too much of a letdown.
Uncle, what are you talking
Let's get him
about?
off to bed. I'll clean this up down here.
Right. Come on, Dad. Up you go. Let's get you to your room.
Yeah?
What are you doing here?
State your business, now!
Whoa now. Let's point those things somewhere a little less reckless.
This area is off limits to all non-transportational department personnel, unless...
Specifically approved by the Council themselves. Yes, I'm familiar with the protocols when a new model is doled out. The thing really didn't move me, though, to be honest.
State your business, or we will fire and have you dragged into a holding cell.
Alright, calm down. Jeez, you guards are jumpier than usual these days. Wonder what's got you on edge.
Alright, that's enough.
Hope I didn't overdo the dosage on those medical pads. They should only be out for about 6 or 7 hours. Now, where do they keep the older models? Just what I need. A look at the inventory. Aisle 89, Gate 4. Looks to be the stop. Now, let's be sure to punch in the security code correctly. Don't want the whole building going into lockdown. Can't believe they've decided to shutter these things like a bunch of old toys. No model ever built finer, I say. And the key right in her lock. Beautiful. Alright, let's get her prepared for takeoff. Could use with a bit of redecorating. There's plenty of time to make it homey. Let's see if I still know my way around her.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. All guards to level C of decommissioned vehicle waiting. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. All guards to level C of decommissioned vehicle waiting.
What? Damn. Maybe I put too low of a dose on those metapads. Better get a move on then.
Uncle! What exactly do you think you're doing?
Me? You shouldn't be here.
Neither should you by the sound of that alarm!
You're supposed to be looking for your father. Get out of here before this level is swarming with guards.
Where were you going?
I'm not quite sure. All I know is that I need to get as far away from this planet as possible. There's no place I fit. Not anymore. Not that there ever really was.
You can't just leave us, Uncle Fiat.
Don't call me that. That's not my name. It's the name of one of their people. Their so-called great houses. There's nothing great about me to these people.
Fine. Then I'm coming with you.
You can't come with me. Your father would...
This isn't about my dad. This is about my life cycle, and I won't spend it where I'm considered inferior.
Charwin,
There's a TARDIS preparing to take off. Launch a chronal field. Fire stasers, on my mark.
Alright, fine. Off we go then.